How are you doing? How are you doing? I just want us to take few minutes, few maybe hours to look at President Tinubu excellent economic policies and reforms. So far, so good. The President Tinubu's economic policies and reforms is outstanding. I would say is excellent, and we have seen so many people giving him that kudos. So many people appreciating the president of Nigeria. That's why I so much love our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for the fact that he's so focused and determined to make sure that things work in Nigeria. So we are proud of our president, His Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I'm going to be looking at some of these things, and then we are going to be talking about a few things as well. Yeah, some people say they have not been seeing me. I don't know why you have not been seeing me. I know there are so many attacks on the pages, but that is because we are making impact. You see, when we are making impact, that is why people are trying to attack the page, report the page. Don't worry about that. We have overcome this. This is not the first time. Remember, we are kings and queens, and we have overcome the world. I salute you wherever you are. We are live and direct. Of course, you know my name. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. I'm from Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom, Ayaya. The City Boy movement, we are patriotic Nigerians coming together for the first time to make sure that we support our own president. That is what we are here to do, guys. We are supporting our own president in everything that he's doing. Yeah, that is what we are doing. So yeah, we are going to support our president with our skills, with our ideas, experiences, and we're going to share our opinion because we know that our president's government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government, the City Boy government, is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. And that is the definition of democracy. The City Boy government is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The City Boy government is the government of unity and competency. And so far, so good. We have seen it. You understand me? Ebiden, Levi, Agala say we did, but 100 days in office, we fail Nigerian. I don't know what is your definition, what is your yardstick of failed Nigerian. I don't know who is a Nigerian. I don't know what you're talking about. But I mean, we'll give you opportunity to speak if you have any tangible thing to say. You understand me? But I want to tell you that President Tinubu, excellent economic policies and reforms is taking over the place all over the world, and they can see that Nigeria is back on track. I mean, so many people, leaders of the world, so many institutions, they have been so much interested in Nigeria and the policies of the president. They have seen what the president is doing to the point that he's been invited to so many important occasions, so many important events. Some of them are yet to take place. We are aware that the president will be attending one of the biggest economic summit. Is it UN Economic Summit in India? That is President Tinubu. He will be there, and plus other people, And then we are also aware that he will also be at in the US, right? He will attend the special invitation by President Joe Biden and other prominent leaders all over the world. And that is because President Tinubu's economic policies is taking over the whole world and is something that they are talking about. And we can see even Professor Soludo, Professor Soludo, our man, the Professor Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, really, really commended on the President Tinubu's economic policy so far. And that is why we are so much happy to have him. Mr. President, we love you and we so much love you. So I'm going to be looking at some of the things that we can be proud of as we speak right now. Even the people, hey, I beg, tell me, I'm still waiting for the news. I've not heard what is going on. What is going on so far? You people told us that Obi won election, that Obi is going to win in court. You told us that Obi won election, there was this and that and that. At the same time, you are calling for military coups. You are calling for military. You see, that is how you expose yourself. We told you this thing before. Stop making noise. Enter house. It is finished. We told you before. You guys where are you people now? My brother, it's a matter of time. And that is why we know that the city boy has defeated all defeatables. Forget it. Where are all the naysayers? They are nowhere to be found. When they find out one propaganda is not working, They try another one, it's not working. How many things have they tried? They have tried so many things, it's not working. Now they want everything to scatter. They want to scatter the government. They want military. Of course, my brother, I told you before, go and wake up. And before I start, let me even point out something. That is why so many people on this platform have been talking about regional government. My brother, because if any one region want to scatter their region, they have the right to scatter their region. For example, the people from the southeast, in the name of IPONC, a terrorist criminal organization, we know them, IPONC. Some call it IPOP, some call it Biafra from the southeast. If they want to destroy their region, they are free to destroy their region. We truly need this regional system, because if some group of people, want to destroy their region, they can destroy their region. If any, we should not allow some failed region or people to drag the whole of the country into their failure. Because I think that this is we actually need the president to do this. We should have regional military. Because I've seen so many, call for military government by some particular people from one particular region. No, we don't like it. We don't like it. And we want this government, we want our country to move forward. The people that have been, in fact, so many things attributed to them. Criminality, drug trafficking, abusing of Nigerians. They have done so many criminality all over the world that Nigerians have become a negative vibes. They are seeking for military destruction or takeover. They always look for anything bad to happen to the country. So we are part of the reason why so many people on this platform, they call in and say, we want a regional government. This is the reason. Let everything be regional. If they want to share the money made in the country, let them share the money regionally. Let us see, because we will see different regions perform better. We know the region that will perform better. If they want military, let us have a regional military government. Every region have their own military system. They have their own weapons. They have their own equipment. Every region will have it. So any day, some people say, oh, they want to do military government. They can run it in their region. This is part of the thing that we have been talking about. But that is, by the way, my conversations today is going to border a lot of things. We are going to be looking at a lot of things. You understand? But I just want to align some of the things that we have seen President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have done so far. It's nearly 800 days. Of course, 8th of September will make it 100 days. We have seen the president have done perfectly well. Perfectly well, guys. We can rate the City Boy government 10 over 10. Please let us see. How do you rate Mr. President's I see that some of them are changing their names now. My brother, I never knew that what we have been doing on this page is so powerful. Oh my God. Somebody sent me an audio of all these Igbos in the name of IPOP, Biafra, all their plans to shut down my page. I never know. Seriously, I have never know. I say Igbos, in the name of IPOP, Biafra, what do they call it? Obedient people. All of them, they are having meetings. If you can see on my page, they are so focused because we are the only one that is destroying all their propaganda. Trust me. So I never knew how important our message has been going until this happened. Trust me. Now, first, one of their plans is to change their names. They say they want to change their names so that they will not identify them anymore. But what they say will make us to know them. They are forgetting that one. So now they have decided to change their names so that they will be attacking me on my page so that I will not be calling them Igbos. My brother, why are you deceiving yourself? Go and sit down. There's one comment I posted on the page. I did a video. I was talking about Morrissey. He didn't even know what I was talking about. He came out and said, oh, it does not mean that the building was built in 1899. You see the conversation? Because I never knew that what I've been doing is so much painful that some of them, they are watching my page, they are monitoring me. If I don't come out, they say, oh, maybe something has happened to me. My brothers, please, we want to rate our president. We are proud of it, guys. See, there is nowhere I go, I'm not proud of Mr. President. Oh my God, you need to see me talk about Mr. President. Trust me, you can see me now. There's nowhere we go that we don't deliver the message of salvation. And each time we deliver the message of salvation, all of them keep quiet. Because we notice that they have been following all these IPONC, Biafra criminals pages that have been running propaganda. But anytime I go there, no wonder the Bible says, anywhere we go, we are the light of this world. Guys, make sure you are the light of this world. Anywhere you go, shine your light. He said, let your light show shine. that they cannot hide it. that they cannot comprehend, that it will overcome darkness. My brothers, these guys are darkness. We have been shining. We outshine them with our shyness. And they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do anymore. They don't know what to do, guys. So anywhere we go, we deliver the message of salvation. We deliver the message because we are kings and queens and we overcome the world. That is the truth. And that is why we are here. They are shocked. Some of them use propaganda in the name of maybe trying to push their pages or make other people to be happy. My brother, the reason why we are here is so that whenever you run your propaganda, you will come back and still see us. You see, the city boy is blessed, and we know where he's going to. We know where first of all, let us talk about this. One of the reasons why we know that the president will be a success is because he has the team of people. Number one, team. He said it from day one, hit the ground running. Day two, keep running. Day three, don't rest. Select the right team. That is what he said. So we knew that Mr. President, His Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is going to be a success. So now what I've seen so far, because we are talking about his economic policies and reforms, what we have seen so far is that the president, Mr. President, has, set up a team of people that is going to deliver the work, that is going to deliver specific actions that the president has set before them. And then we also noticed that some of the ministers, of course, we talk about the NDDC boss and other people like the NDDC and other people. We have seen that the president, this is number 2 point, that he's listening. He's listening. He has listened to all the conversations of people, all the agitations of people, because the president don't really need to award or reward criminalities of people who did not support him. We even in the ministerial, we saw the president because he's a president. You see, that's why we love our president, because we know who he is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't care if you have been abusing him, if you have been saying all kinds of rubbish. He wants to give you the opportunity. He gave some people opportunity, people who was abusing him, people abusing him those days. We saw that Mr. President listened to the people and then reverse all those ministerial positions, and we so much like it. I get it. Some of them. Wait. I think I have a list of them. What the president has done, reversing all those, NDC. I remember that one, NDDC. So many people have signaled that those people that he first gave that position, that they have been talking rubbish against the president himself, and we have seen that the president have done something about that, which is very, very powerful. Well, we love the president. That is a sign that the president is listening to all our conversations and he's ready to work to make sure that all things are working together for our good. You see, that is why we love him. And some of the people that don't understand, they can be running their propaganda. My brother, this country would have been the worst if President Tinubu did not emerge. There's no other person that could have done it other than him. I salute you just in case on YouTube. I salute you. Thank you very much for joining me this conversation. It's going to be a wonderful one. Hopefully, we'll be able to have time. I've not forgotten the people that talked about regional government. We made a schedule to be talking about regional government every Saturday, but I've been so kind of busy, doing one or two things. I do a lot of things because I'm not a blogger, guys. I'm not a blogger. This is just what I believe in. Some things, sometimes I come out and talk. I get to me, but I'm not a blogger, so I have a lot of things that I do. So I'm sorry I've not been consistent on the regional government discussion, but we know we have it. We want to be, for me, I sincerely believe that regional government will be the best, because there are some people that have been dragging us backward. There are some group of people that have been dragging us backward. There's no doubt about that. And from historically, we know that these people, they are full of trouble, full of propaganda, stealing criminals, among all of them, dragging us backward. But we need to move forward so that everybody can see who exactly is the cause of the problem in the country. We can see it. So I support regional government. And the kind of regional government I'm talking about is the one that is run by a competent and developed democracy. I know that, for example, UK, their democracy has been many years. The US, their democracy has been many years. But when you go to the US, every state, every region, they have their own stuff. They do their own stuff, and they are answerable They are not answerable to some issues. The federal government take charge of, for example, military security and some other reforms and policies. You know, understand me? But these states are able to generate their income, do things, and make things work. My brother, for us to make things work, we need to think in this direction. And that is why I love countries that are making changes and development, like the UK, like the US. You see, the reason why countries like the US, the UK will continue to progress is because they don't just follow what have been set for years. They don't just follow one rule many years, or they don't just follow one thing or one system that have been there for years. No, they continue to reform, they continue to change, they continue to adapt, they continue to update. That is why they have progressed. But in the case of Nigeria, there is no updating, there is no reforms, there is no progress, there is no updating. We cannot move forward. The system that is running in this country is not moving us forward. We need to change it. We need a system that will move this country forward, guys. The state, for example, the state governors have been a stumbling block. Even as we speak now, if the state governors have decided, or of course, if they continue or supposed to have done what the president has told them right from the beginning, my brother, they could have been better life for Nigerians as we speak. But you see, the state governors are not doing it. It's only few of the state governors are doing it. Few of the state governors are doing it. That is a stumbling block. That is a stumbling block. So what can we do differently? What can we do differently? The governors are not doing what they are supposed to do. The state governors are not doing what they're supposed to do. And the federal government don't have power to develop the state. Because for Nigeria to be the best, the state must be developed. And if the state governors are not doing their job, how can Nigeria be developed? How can Nigeria progress? So only few states are doing something, like the Lagos state. I would say Lagos state for now, maybe Borno state. I've not seen any tangible thing that any other state is doing. For me, that I feel is what is bringing us backward. So we need to reform. We need to make changes. If you come to the UK, the laws that was running in this country 5 years ago is no more the laws today. For it's very simple. If you want to know what I'm talking about, the immigration laws. When last did Nigeria immigration law change? Think about it. But look at the UK. Do you know how many times they have reformed their laws? They have made changes to suit the particular period that we are, this moment, this 21st century. This is what that's why we said that Nigerian problem is fundamental. It's a systemic problem. If you don't put the right system in place, the right foundation in place, forget it. We might shout from now to tomorrow. Even if we bring Jesus Christ, we have said this thing many times, it will not move. The country can never move forward. And that is why today I'm talking about this topic today. President Tinubu, excellent economic policies and reforms. The president knows that for him to move forward, you cannot use the same system. You cannot work the same way. You have to do things differently. It is obvious that the system we have been running for many years has not profited us. It's not profiting. It's not working. It's not assisting in development. It's not helping our economy to grow. So we need a new system. And for me, I believe that Mr. President, His Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will be able to do it, because we need excellent reforms. We need excellent policies, excellent regulations, excellent system in place to make sure that things will work. So that is what I'm talking about, guys. We are aware of what the president is doing. Of course, some of the ambassadors have been recalled, because I don't even know what these ambassadors have been doing. I don't know what is. Is their job just to go and sit down in one country and they will just answer the name ambassadors? Because it's like these people they give them several titles and positions. They don't know what to use it for. Because I don't understand. How can we have ambassadors all over the world? There is no partnership. There is no cordial relationships. There's nothing. Look at, when I go online, for example, just scholarship. Let's talk about scholarships. When I go online, I see how countries are eligible for so many scholarships and relationships in other countries. Then when I look at Nigeria, they say Nigeria is not among. It touched me. But we have ambassadors. We have ministers. What is their job? What is their job? So you see, we need reforms. We need people to be working. It's not to take a title and go and sit down and be eating money. That is why we have not moved forward. And that's the reality, guys. That's why we have not moved forward. It's the same thing the governors are doing. When people talk too much, they will go and call a conference, and that's it. They'll go and call a conference and deceive you and give you a presentation on paper, and they don't do any other thing more than that. We don't. This is not how the countries are functioning. I'm telling you, this is not how countries are functioning. Maybe if we talk too much, they will go and do one project, 1 kilometer of road, finish. No hospitals, nothing. So we need excellent reforms. We need policies that will move this country forward. And I so much appreciate the president for the things that he's doing, and I'm so much happy about it. For the fact that the president is listening to the people's concern, and we love it. I'm just going to talk about, of course, we saw the 8th agenda. Is it 8th agenda? 8-point agenda of the president. Tinubu's government 8-point agenda. I'm sorry, I will not be able to show it on the screen because I'm not using the same system. But we have it here. It was discussed some time ago. Yes. Tinubu's government 8-point agenda. Number 1, food security, ending poverty, economic growth and job creation, access to capital, inclusivity, improving security, rule of law, and fighting corruption. That's number 8. That's 8. So 8-point agenda. Food security, of course. How would there be food when there's no investment in agriculture, manufacturing, when there's no electricity? So for there to be food security, there has to be electricity. In fact, number one, for there to be food security, there have to be electricity, guys. Because if people are producing food, how can they add value to this food? How can they store it? For example, in a particular harvest season or period, planting period and harvest period, how can they save and store the surplus? So we need electricity. We need agriculture, we need manufacturing. There is nothing in this world that did not come from agriculture. So if we want to add value to our money, to our currency, we need agriculture. We need investment in agriculture. We need policies that will support it. Are you getting me now? Ending poverty. How can we end poverty when there's no food, when people cannot work, when there's no when they don't have a place to stay, when there's no income, when there's no, understand me? So ending poverty is not possible when there's no food, when people don't have what to do. Are you getting me now? Economic growth and job creation, access to capital. That is the part that I love. Access to capital. Very important. Access to capital. And what I'm saying is that the system that we need is a transparent system. Guess what happened today? You understand me? This one, Toluwani, he said, boss, unstress yourself. I don't even know what that one means. Some people just come and comment rubbish. Unstress yourself. My brother, as you see me, I'm not in Nigeria. If you are stressing yourself, I'm not stressing myself. Because I think maybe you are, I don't know, maybe you are still delusional. Wake up from your slumber. Are you getting me now? Somebody came to my inbox today. Do you know what the person said? He said, my brother, let me read it. I want to read out something for you so that you will understand what is wrong. I feel that there's something that is wrong. You see, some people feel as I'm doing this thing now that, I am receiving one kind big money. Several people have come to my inbox to say, as a member of City Boy Movement, what is it for us? Do we have money? The president is not giving us money. We don't have money. So do we have a share? I don't understand. So are you looking for money? So you are supporting the president because you are looking for money, or you are looking for favor, or you thought that there's money for us to share. I don't understand it. Please, if you're among those people, don't come to my page. You can unfollow me. I tell you, man, many people know me very well. You can unfollow my page. You understand me? We are not here because there is money for us to be sharing, or they give us money to share. Now, I want you to listen to what somebody sent to me. I have many of them, but sometimes I ignore them. The way I will talk to them, they will keep quiet. They will never talk to me again because they will know that I'm not in that category. Or if somebody send them to come talk nonsense, they should know that, man, this is a Kwaibun boy. He's a stupid boy because he doesn't need money. They will get out because I know they will call me all kinds of names. I'm okay. I'm just okay. You understand me? Now, take a look at this. Somebody came to my inbox and said, good day, Insima. I'm one of your good followers, both on Facebook and WhatsApp. I seek for help the other day. So many people have sent me message. I don't know if the particular one. Some of them send me money. Say, oh, my brother, they want me to send them money. They say, oh, my brother, I'm so. I need money. I've not eaten for 5 years. I said, get out of here. I'm the one that will come and give you food. Is that what you're saying? So because you are following my page, I should give you money. Can you imagine that? Because you are a city boy movement, I should give you money. Many people I don't know, but listen to this one. He said, I seek for help the other day. I think this should not be the problem, being a member of City Boy movement. Okay, so what are you talking about? He said, my son is seeking admission into University of Lagos to study medicine. And so, he said, I don't need financial assistance, but someone to help in getting the admission. My brother, we are trying to move this country forward. And you are coming to meet me to help your son to get admission into university. I understand that there's something wrong in the system, in the way they are doing the admission system in Nigeria and everything. But you are aiding and abetting criminality. For you to come to my inbox to say, oh, Nsima, I want you to help my son to get university. I told him, my brother, I am not university. That is my response. I said, I'm not university. Go and apply and get admission. That is not what we do in the City Boy movement, guys. So, I don't understand, though. So many of you that are following this page, I don't understand what you people think, please. I have not received money to share. So if you are following this page because Nsima is going to share money to you, please, I'm not in that category. Some disobedient people, OB people, they say, Nsima, oh, they did not give you appointment. I said, my brother, do you know my appointment? My appointment is bigger than the ones that they are giving to you. I occupy the highest place. You don't understand. So because I don't understand, I don't understand. So you see, that is the kind of mindset of people that is coming to me now. Another one. Now, let me show you another one now. People that don't even, people that they just want to cash out. So how can we move the country forward, guys? When we have mindset of people that are not ready to move, they are just looking for their own opportunity. They are just looking for their own share. Because this is what I see. This is what I see. Now, somebody came to me. He said, listen, I'm reading some things to you. The reason why there's a lot of problems, the reason why the president needs to a lot of reforms and policies and put systems in place that will stop all these things from going on. Somebody came to say, this is another person now. He said, I'm Michael. I won't call the state. He said, so many people answer Michael anyways. I want him to hear. He said, I'm Michael. I'm from Abia State. I have been following your program for a long time. I'm a hardcore fan of APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu sir in Nsima TV. Do you see how they start? They start by telling me, oh, they have been following me, they have been supporting me. Some people will say they love me, they praise me, they like what I'm doing. So that from there, they will now start, they will say what they want to say. You see how they start? He said, oh, I'm a good follower of you. I'm from Abia State. I'm a hardcore APC. So when you use that word hardcore, I know this one is another IPOP. It's simple. They don't know me. I've worked with them many times. I know how they behave. You understand me? There is nobody will tell you hardcore APC. What do you mean hardcore APC? You are IPOP. It's simple. You are Biafra criminal. So he came to my inbox. He said, I'm from Abia State, Nigeria. So I have been following you all this while. And I'm also a hardcore fan of APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I want to appeal to you that I really want to start broadcasting from Nigeria. Did you see it? He said, I really want to start broadcasting from Nigeria. Yes, sir. I'm a graduate, and I want to let you know that I'm capable of joining this race to liberate our people on the hope that new Nigeria is possible. So do you need to take permission from me? Did President Tinubu give me permission to broadcast? Did I have not even heard from him? I'm doing what I believe and what I know from my own information and my source and things that I do. You understand me? So you don't need to take permission from me. If you believe in what you are doing, you don't need to meet me. So then guess what he said? That did not end there. Now let me show you, let me shock you what is happening now. So that you understand why he's asking me that. He says, sir, I need a sponsor from you, sir, to start up this broadcast, sir. iPhone. I need an iPhone, a good iPhone, and a nice Facebook page. So now that explains everything. So please, the reason why I'm addressing that, because I notice so many people come to even the one that I don't believe, some that stay in the UK, some that stay outside in the US, they're asking me about money. They're asking me, oh, do we have a share? What is that? So how can we move the country forward, guys? So please, this is completely wrong. If you have that intention, that I'm collecting money or that I'm sharing money or I have a share of money, please, this is not the place. I have not received money from anybody. I'm not sharing money. Don't come to my inbox and ask me for. I don't give people money. I don't give people phone. I don't stop you from broadcasting. If you want to start broadcasting to support the president, it's your conviction. You should know what to do. You understand me? You understand me? The only thing I've said we are going to do is we are going to be training some people, even in broadcasting and other stuff. But that does not mean that you should come and be asking me for money to buy phone or what. That shows that you are looking for money. You are looking for high phone. You are looking for favor. No, that is not how it is because you are supporting the president. No, that is completely wrong. Completely wrong. And I've seen it. I've seen so many people try to do that. Please, you need to stop that because the way I will talk to you, you will not like it. You will not like it. It's not going to work. You will not like it. We are supposed to be patriotic Nigerians. Some of you blame some politicians. Oh, why did they steal money? Why did they do this? My brother, if they give you that opportunity, you become the worst. You become the worst. Look at what happened to Rufai on Wise TV. How many of you remember Rufai? I so much love that. So these few days, so many people have been speaking up against the criminality that is going on on Wise TV. If you don't know what is on Wise TV, Arise TV, I'm talking about on Wise TV. They are on Wise TV. We saw Wike condemning what they are doing on Wise TV. We saw different people condemning what they are doing there. Even Asari Dokubo condemn it. Even so many people condemn it. Reno Omogri condemn what they are doing on Wise TV. They are not doing journalism. They are not doing investigation. They just sit down and be running propaganda. Anything they see online, they use it against the president. My brother, that is not how we are going to move the country forward. First of all, you are supposed to be patriotic to your country. You will never see any citizen, any British person speak evil against their country. You will never see any American speak evil against their country. They can comment on a policy. They can comment on a politician. They can comment on things that they feel is not all right, but they will never condemn their country. They will never speak evil against their country. Are you getting me now? So do you understand that? I love what one of the ladies, so many of you know that woman. She even condemned what Rufai they are doing on Wise TV. She told them, look at it. So this is how to know that on Wise TV, Arise TV, sarcasm or propaganda has gone international. That even other people from another country, they can see what Rufai and other people, other these fake medias and propaganda are doing on social media. In fact, that lady cautioned Rufai and said, please, you people should not sit down somewhere and be running a propaganda and be spreading false information. I know that many of you have not seen that video. I think this will be a very good point for me to start because we are talking about policies, economic policies and reforms. We need a proper reforms, systems, regulations in our media to control misinformation to move the country forward. We need patriotic people that are going to move the country forward. That is what we need. If you are not patriotic, if you don't want to be patriotic to the country, then you need to follow the regulations. You cannot come on social media because you have a platform or media or TV station or whatever and be running propaganda or fake news everywhere. So when I saw what that lady said today, I was so much happy. You understand me? They call that lady Mama Africa. They used to call her Mama Africa. She once represented us as a representative or something. I can't remember precisely. But I just want you to listen. Now, this was a show. This was a show that this lady was invited on Wise TV. But guess what happened that day? Pay attention to this. Pay attention to it. Hold on.
Dr. Ikana Chimborukwai, a diplomat and a medical doctor and an activist, popular known as Mama Africa. Mama Africa, great to have you. It's always a pleasure.
You see her?
Show. But I'd like to carefully disagree with a lot of things you said here and also traumatize.
That is Mama Africa. Rufai, just as his normal shenanigans, she thought that he can go and talk rubbish just like he normally talk rubbish on everybody. You understand me?
You talked about China not.
So the lady finished talking as somebody who has experience. She has been in a strategic position. She has handled international position. She has been ambassador and she knows what she's talking. Rufai that have not handled any position that have been on Wise TV making noise without any investigation. Say, oh, I disagree with you. We should have the right to disagree. But how can you disagree at the same time you are running a propaganda? Then the lady will have to correct her. I just wanted to listen to what Rufai was saying a little bit. Then I will play what the lady said so that you confirm what we have been talking about. This should be a proof to the federal government that something has to be done. Something has to be done for the misinformation and propaganda of these people that have been running propaganda, especially from one region of the country. From one region of the country. So something must be done about it, because if people bring us backward, how can we move forward?
Supporting.
Now, I want you to listen.
China has been supporting. In fact, there are over 50,000 trainings by the CCP.
Okay, I'm going to move him forward because he keep making noise. He thought I know what he's talking about. Man, this guy don't know what he's saying now. Every time I listen to him, he do not have anything to say. Trust me. They pay me. You understand me? As they talk anyhow. Are you getting me now? So listen.
Well, is it a good leader?
Now listen.
Let me start with the last example that you have given.
So now, Rufai make example of what happened in Zimbabwe. We know the story of gold or whatever that I've been going through. Even one pastor was involved in that gold issue with CNN and other people. We saw it on Al Jazeera where they say the pastor was stealing gold and everything, right? Now, I want you to listen to what Mama Africa said. Correcting Rufai. Very important correction. So that this is a sign that, man, these guys, they don't do investigations. They just sit down and be anything that they share, any fake propaganda, they bring it on their media and be talking. And because there's no punishment, there's no consequences, they can continue doing what they're doing. For example, if they suspend their media, they will bring it up again. Or because they have somebody that they know, someone that knows someone that knows someone. My brother, how can Nigeria move forward, guys? You have somebody that knows someone that knows someone. Maybe President Tinubu is your friend, just like what Rufai said. Remember last time when Rufai went against the traffic law in Lagos, he said, I'm going to call the governor. If Rufai can, even after breaking the traffic law, he said, want to call the governor. My brother, can you imagine Rufai, how he will be as a governor, as a president, or any politician? My brother, we know the story of these people. So it's the same. These guys, because they just sit down on channels or anywhere on Wise TV. I've not seen much on channels, but we have seen a lot on Wise TV. Sit down and be talking. Can you imagine? Rufai, after breaking the traffic law, so he want to call the governor because he knows someone that knows someone that knows someone. This is where the problem is. We need Mr. President to fix all these things. I don't see that happening in the UK. I don't hear that happening in the US or any other place that is developed. How can we want our country to be developed and then there's no consequences for committing crime, for things, doing the wrong thing, and then we always continue to be laughing and smiling because I know your brother, maybe your brother is my uncle, is my relation, is my friend. I will call the governor. Even as I break the traffic law, I will call the governor. Do you know who I am? They said, do you know who I am? I will call the governor. That is what Rufai said. So a man like that, who did that, who said that kind of thing, how can we move forward, guys? How can we move forward? So listen to the correction that was given to Rufai live. I believe that he was ashamed of himself. You understand me? I know, but they don't have shames anyway.
Again,
listen.
I would appreciate it if journalists, you could take time to really understand the facts on the ground. When it comes to the gold mafia, no one in Zimbabwe was disadvantaged. Everybody that is a miner, starting from the artisanal miners to commercial mining, everybody, no one was disadvantaged. The people who were taking the gold out of Zimbabwe were licensed. No criminal activity took place in Zimbabwe. If there were any criminal activities that took place, they may have taken place once the gold was outside Zimbabwe. You, my son, I need you to do your homework and understand the story fully. Do not jump into the media and the rhetoric that they spread. No one in Zimbabwe was disadvantaged. The people took the gold out legally. The processes that are followed by anybody else who's taking gold out of Zimbabwe were followed. So please do not spread information that is half truth. Take your time, understand what really happened in Zimbabwe. Any illegal activity took place outside Zimbabwe once the gold left Zimbabwe. So that's one thing. Let's look at the conditions on the ground. When you look at, let's say, for example, farming, are you realizing that Zimbabwe is now emerging as one of the major producers of food? If you look at the largest Bamba harvest of wheat, do you think that's just going to happen in a vacuum? Have you taken the time to really go to Zimbabwe and see the developments that are taking place? Look at the new airport. Look at the highways that are being built. Look at the entry points, the entry points that are being built. Have you taken the time yourself to actually see the developments that are taking on in Zimbabwe? Or you are just sitting in your offices and listening to whatever propaganda that's going to be spewed out by the media because they have the accesses to do so. I would hope that you journalists, you are the ones who have failed us on many occasions by not taking the time to really dig deep and get your history and understand what's going on in Africa before you start just picking up from the Western media. You are quite wrong. I know I have spent quite a bit of time now in Zimbabwe. Having lived outside the country and going back to Zimbabwe, I'm amazed at the visible changes that I see myself. When I hear of these election violence, I've not seen them. I remember one of the elections, I was sitting in my living room in Zimbabwe, and there was all this chaos going on, black people supposedly looting and stealing from white people. And I later found out that it was farmers in some remote part of Zimbabwe that had staged that situation to get their own employees to start acting like they were stealing refrigerators, to steal a refrigerator and take it to a shack. They were pushing cars, stealing cars by pushing them. So then CNN was there faster than any local media could show up. That was back in the 90s. All staged. I'm sitting in my living room in Zimbabwe and wondering which Zimbabwe is this that CNN is talking about. So you journalists, please, I ask you to take the time before you start reporting, get your facts straight.
Okay.
The gold mafia.
So you see, she was very blunt. She went straight. That message was directed to them, not just only on Wise TV. There are so many of them. And she even referred to Western media. You see that? Don't join the Western media to be running propaganda. When you listen to Rufai, anytime he's quoting something, he will quote something that happened, a report from America. They did not do their own. They did not do their own investigation, to be sure. They believe reports from maybe CNN or anything abroad, but they don't do their own. Yet they want the country to move forward. They have failed in their job as journalists or media personnel in the country, and yet they want politicians or governors to do their own. So you see what we are talking about. So we need a proper system, policies and reforms in this area to move the country forward. It was when I listened to this, I said, yes, this is exactly what they are doing. The lady said, Mama Africa said, don't just sit down in your office and be taking the story and be spreading the propaganda that all these people are spreading. That is what they do. I have listened to many conversations on Wise TV. That is what they do every day. They will take something from Twitter and they will be circulating it. They will commenting on nonsense. You see what we are talking about? Without doing their own investigation, without doing their own proper and have a report by their own, signed by their own, that they can give evidence that, oh, look at what is actually happening. You see? So we don't want, how can we have journalism and media in the country that are being run by propagandists or propaganda machine and fake people? Is that what the government wants? That people running media houses, they did not do their investigations and proper information, they started running propaganda. Just like the other one. You see, when we told these people here, stop supporting what you don't know. We understand that the issues in Africa is so much complicated and all of that. You know, issues of where there are still external forces trying to influence our development and the activities of our country. We understand that. For example, issue of the France in the issue of Gabon and other places. Is it Gabon and other places? You see, the people, I don't know if you guys have discovered that the people that have been supporting all the coups, they don't know that they are related. It's a family affair. For the people supporting, they say, oh, Gabon, they have done a military takeover. You discover that the people that did the military in the same family that have been governing the country for a very long time. So what have they been supporting? So look at it, we have the facts. For people that, especially all these disobedient children from the southeast, the IPOB criminals, the people that have been supporting military coup, are you aware? The same military coup that you are supporting, are you aware that all the people involved, they are family members? I got the update. He said for those celebrating the military coup in Gabon, they are not aware of some of the things. Number one, that the new military head of state of Gabon, General Brice, whatever name, is a cousin to the overthrown Ali Bongo. So they are all cousins, they are all family. The same family that have been ruling the country down for so many years. And they said that this new military replaced another of his cousin and Ali Bongo's half-brother. All of them, the same family, the family issues. Can you imagine? So you don't have information, you don't have the right information, you'll be making noise. I was so shocked when I saw a comment of one of my teachers in secondary school about the military coup in Gabon. I was so shocked. He don't know that I know it. I was so disappointed. I said, "Oh, so look at the kind of teachers that taught me when I was in secondary school." I was shocked. Do you know what the man said? The man said, "Oh, now the military coup in Mali, in Gabon." He said, "Do you know?" He said, "Nigeria next." I said, "Really?" This was supposedly be my teacher. I said, "Really?" The thing touched me. I was just reading. I went and looked at these pages. I understand that he has been supporting Obi. I said, "Oh, okay, Obi Kerenke." Those are the people. Those are the people that want destruction in the country. That is a, you don't even understand the facts and figures. What is really going on? I have said it many times that military is not a revolution of the people. It can never solve the problem of the country. It is not the people who decide to hold their leaders accountable. The best decision, the only thing that we need in Africa, the only solution we need is a revolution of holding our leaders accountable. And we have been talking about the governors. Did you see anybody rise up and say, "Oh, the governor in my state or in Anambra or is not doing anything"? But all they know is, "Oh, Mr. President, oh, remove fuel, oh, things are hard, oh, things are hard, oh." That's all they say. So what will change the country? What we need is a revolution of holding our leaders. I have said it even when I was in support of Biafra criminal and IPOB. I told them that it is time for a revolution, the revolution of holding our leaders accountable. That is what we need, guys. My brother, this world is not wicked. It is only people that are wicked. Things are difficult for you. Somebody did it. Somebody is responsible for life being difficult for you. It's somebody that did it. Because somebody somewhere failed to hold them accountable. There is everything in this world was freely given to us. But somebody somewhere is taking decision that makes life difficult for you. That is what it is. You can say, "Oh, you are poor, you are this." My brother, it is you that contributed to your situation, and everybody around you and your government and your leaders, they contribute to your problem. So the greatest revolution that can happen in this country is holding our leaders accountable. Start from your local government. If you cannot hold your local government leaders accountable or your state, you are talking about federal, that you don't even have a wish. So that is one of the things that we have been talking about. And to me, I think that is not working and we cannot move forward with all this rubbish. The thing that touched my heart is when I saw the people that was even saying, "Hey, Obi is our president, let us wait. Court is going to declare Obi on the 16th of September. Court will declare Obi the president of the country." I say, okay, so court is declaring Obi 16th of September your president. So why are you calling for military coup? So you don't believe that Obi actually won, or court will declare him as the president? And if there is military coup, will Obi become the president of the country? They just lack sense and common sense, but they keep on shouting and making noise every day. Thank you very much, Kunle. I see you. Well done. Good evening. I salute you. Thank you very much, guys. I salute you wherever you are. So you see what we are talking about? They have just failed woefully. They have just failed woefully and they don't know what to do. They have found out that they cannot defeat the city boy. And the city boy is on the throne, and all his policies, we are seeing it coming out live and direct, and we so much appreciate it. Now, when they want to give another excuse, they will say, "Oh, it is federal government road." The governor say it is federal government road or it's federal project. I'm not going to do it. I love the current minister. Is it Minister of Works? He said, "No, I am ready to approve anything." Because we saw some of the governors saying that they need approval from the federal government to do what they are supposed to do. The minister said, "We are available. Anything you want. We can even approve it on WhatsApp. We give you approval straight away on WhatsApp. Start your job." You see, we have said that these governors, as it stands now, have always been making most of us in Nigeria to believe that the federal government alone is the cause of our problem. So we are so much happy to have this team of people that is working with Mr. President to make sure that things are resolved. See, let me tell you something. If you want me to be sincere with you, apart from Wicked that just finished, the only governor that we are seeing that is doing something tangible is the governor in Lagos. Is the governor in Lagos. That is the only governor that is doing something. Because the governor in Lagos don't need to wait for the federal government to do anything. And they should, I believe that all the governors, they have heard it. They say, the minister, the federal minister of work said, under me as a minister, anyone that seeks permission to build federal roads will get it in less than 1 hour. Or I could issue such approval from my WhatsApp and we can finalize it later. So there is no excuse from anybody to hold the country down, to hold Nigerians down, to make life difficult for us. Look at now, the Lagos, is it the blue rail or blue line or what do they call it? It's going to be working. It's going to be working. I want to ask, is that project a federal government project? It's not a federal government project. So this is Babajide telling us, His Excellency Babajide Sowolu, he's saying that the blue line is going to be working. The blue line is going to be working from Monday. This is it September 4. So we need policies that will enable our country to move forward. And we want Mr. President to focus on all these things that will move the country forward. We already love what the president is doing, and we need actions and more action. Omo Rebi Jolio say, God is not a man that should bless a criminal you celebrate. Oh, okay. You see, they have changed their names. I told you guys, this is one of them. He's changed his name to be say, who is the criminal that you celebrate? Who are you celebrating? You yourself. Tell us the criminal that you are celebrating. That was the same way they were shouting. Look at it. We are asking them a question. Look at something that they are doing. Very important. Look at it. That is the blue rail line. You see? In Lagos, it's going to be working. It's not a federal government project. It is the governor who made it happen. The governor made it happen. We have governors everywhere that are not executing any project. If they want to, they will just do one road and they say, that's it. And they will be making noise. I get me now. They will be running propaganda. If they don't know what to say. All of them running propaganda because their own person that they love did not win. And it's one of the biggest shock of their life that they have not been able to get over their, what do they call it? The shock of defeating them. Talking about economy, we saw a report of how the stock market is growing under Mr. President. How many days? Just less than 100 days. We saw the highest of it. Almost up to 24 point something percent growth in a stock market gain and all of that in the economy of Mr. President. And we are also aware that just like the president promised that some of the refineries are going to start working. That is what we want. And that is what is going to move the country forward. Now, let me read one of the comments that I love it. I love it that somebody is coming out boldly to condemn the criminalities of some of the idiots, of these people. For example, now, this is one of the OB criminals. What do they call them? Obedient, disobedient, IPONG Biafra criminal. He said, dear Reno, the level of corruption ravaging in Africa deserve the military to take over. Did you see? Did you see? So he believed that if there is corruption, the military takeover will stop corruption. Is that not stupidity? Now, in I said, because what we are seeing here in Africa is not the true democracy. Just imagine a country like Nigeria where self-determination and a protest is a crime. Did you see it? Then you know where it's calling from. I told them that no matter how you change your name, we will know where you come from and your mindset. Just write your statement or call us or talk, say anything. We will know where you come from. It's as simple as that. So this is somebody writing to Reno. He said, just imagine a country like Nigeria where self-determination and a protest is a crime. And you want to tell us that we are practicing democracy in Africa because of your selfish interest in politics. You know what that means. He said they are doing self-determination and protest. Self-determination and protest. Self-determination and protest. You see that? So Anyway, that is by the way. Let me don't go there. We are forgetting about all those criminals. Now, this is the response of Reno to them. I want you to, because there is something that Reno said here. Very, very important. He said, thank you for your feedback. The most corrupt period in Nigerian history was when we were under the military rule. Very important conversation, because the brother said that there's a lot of corruption in Africa, so military should take over. That is stupidity. That shows you how stupid these people are, especially when they were dragging about 25% in Abuja. Even people, teachers and lecturers, people that I couldn't believe would be thinking like that. People that even live abroad, they think the same. That I knew that there's something fundamentally wrong. So the brother believed that there's corruption in Africa, as if corruption is only in Africa. Corruption is everywhere in the world. So he believed that corruption in Africa, taken over by the military, is a solution. So Reno was replying and said, the most corrupt period in Nigeria history was when we were under military rule. He said, you go and do your research. The biggest thief on earth used to be former, President Marcos of Philippines. Yes. Then in 2000, the late Nigerian dictator, General Sani Abacha, look at it. We know up to today that they are still bringing our money, discovered our loot that was stolen by General Abacha. That was a military government. This is a small lecture to all those criminals, especially from the southeast, in the name of IPOM, Biafra, IPOP, or disobedient children, because they don't have knowledge, man. I told them that you keep counting money. Go back to your business. Go back to be counting money on each other. I've told them many times that is what you can only do. No wonder it was people from the southeast that supported the military. We know the details. You understand me? In 2000, the late Nigerian dictator, General Sani Abacha, overthrew him as he was acknowledged to have stolen 5 billion from Nigeria. In recent years, the figure has been reversed. General Abacha held that title for 8 years until he was displaced in 2008 by Benny Madoff. I understand you and your fellow obedients are disappointed that Obi did not win the Nigeria election 2023. We all know where this problem is coming from. But this is no reason to desire a coup in Nigeria. And besides, if there is a coup, Peter Obi will not be made president by the coup plotters. That is the fact that they don't know. They don't even know that they can become a victim. They don't know that they will become a victim as well, just like every other person. Huh? So Reno is saying that I understand that you are disappointed that Obi did not win Nigeria election. But that is not a reason for you to desire a coup in the country. And besides, if the coup plotters, they will not make Obi the president of Nigeria. That they should be loyal to Nigeria, not Obi or your ethnic nationality. And then Reno is asking them, I thought you guys said all eyes on the judiciary. Why not wait for their verdict? Besides, Obi do not even claim he won the election in his petition. He's asking them to go and read all the He said that, he said, go and read the petition that is a public document. Obi is calling for the election to be voided, to be cancelled, and another election in his place. He also asserted that without getting 25% of the vote cast in Federal Capital Territory, Tinubu cannot be validly elected. Furthermore, Obi affirms that the Chicago forfeiture judgment is a conviction that renders Tinubu eligibility to contest. Again, he claimed that Kashim Shettima violated the Electoral Act by being the recipient of a double nomination. Finally, he claims that failure to transmit the election's result electronically renders it null and void. However, Obi did not claim that he won the election. They don't even know that. They are just shouting, Obi is coming, Tinubu will be dethroned, Tinubu will be removed. These guys are a bunch of criminals. I told them before that your mentality will fetch you out, will fetch your criminality. So even if you change your name from answering your Igbo name or Biafra name to any name anywhere in the world, what you will say will identify you. It's simple. I've told them, now look at on my pages now. They have changed all their names. They changed all their names thinking that we will not know them. They change all their names. They just change. I'm telling you, look at, I'm just looking at their comments. They change all their names because we told them that they are from the southeast. My brother, what you say will identify you. And immediately me that I've worked with you people, immediately I listen or read your comments. I know that this is an IPOP criminal from the southeast or Biafra criminal from the southeast. You see? Now, Obi did not claim he won election. And what is the basis of your call for a military coup in Nigeria? Finally, since you mentioned corruption, remember they always say corruption, corruption. Obi is their saint. Now, Reno Omokri, yes, reminded them, reminded that if you, yes, they are talking about corruption, that Obi is as corrupt as they come. He is listed in the Pandora Papers for corruption. They don't know. They want to cover up. We know there are so many things. These people, they don't hear. Whatever they say, they want to say. We know them. So as governor of Anambra, Obi saved millions of dollars of Anambra state money in banks, which he have his own personal interest, including Fidelity Bank, to be precise, a bank in which he has significant interest, and a bank where he was a former chairman. In a year, that money will yield at least $5 million when invested in the S&P, whatever. Much of that annual yield to Obi personal profit, and that is every year. So imagine how much Obi personally made in 8 years as a governor from investing money of the state. It was a conflict of interest in investing state funds in his private bank. No wonder he boasted of being richer than President Biden. These are the responses that Reno gave to them. You see now. So, by the way, there will be punishment. It's not finished. Whatever Obi did, you think that is finished. It's not finished. That's why we are talking about policies, systems, and reforms that will move this country forward. If the president don't put any system or reforms or regulation, anybody can come and do anything and be free. They say, oh, we have a brother, we have a sister that can free us. We have a brother that can pardon us. Or anything can happen. We go and lobby, and that will be finished. It's Nigeria now. Put some more money, share the money, and everything will go, my brother. If we continue that way, forget it. Why are we wasting our time? It can never move forward. It can never move. Chima Uzunwane say, have you left from Idu? Criminals from the southeast. Have you left Idu? Say, yeah, I'm sorry for you. You are waiting for me to come and talk Idu for you. Criminals everywhere. Criminal. So you see, it's not only me that know all about all the whatever. Other people know their criminality and all of that. You see, so we need people that is going to be patriotic to the country. We also need people to criticize the government. It's not that we don't want people to criticize the government, but you can criticize the government, but not to be running propaganda. Not to be running propaganda and be lying and be sharing fake information and be doing all kinds of things in a bid to see what you can do or to destabilize the government. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you guys. So all eyes on the judiciary have gone like that. They are no longer patient to wait for the due day. Somebody say, where can they get the reply? Reno Omokri in Sima. Where can I? You can go to Reno Omokri's Twitter handle. You will see it. If you go to Reno's Twitter handle, you'll be able to see the reply. Just go to his page, you'll see his reply to them. You will see many things that Reno have already posted. You will see there are so many things he has been replying to them. Reno have been exposing all the atrocities, and they are not happy about that. Anyways, they are not always happy for whoever, whatever is saying the truth. They are not always happy. They can never be happy. We know that. I get it, So that's what we are talking about. Lots of these things, they no longer have patience to wait for their this thing to take over. They say what do they call it? For Obi to take over, just like they claim. Are you getting me now? Oh my God, we are having a caller. We haven't finished. Oh, hello, I salute you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I salute you.
I salute you as well. You are doing a good job. You are actually doing a good job. I salute you so much.
You're welcome.
I don't know what's wrong with our brothers in the East. I don't know. They don't have any other country than Nigeria. and the always want evil, negative, killing, bad thing to happen to Nigeria. Do they have any other country?
They have, is Biafra.
I don't know what's wrong with them. For simply you must win. Is there no election? We are supposed to have an election. It's not do or die. The only thing they will say is negative things. They don't concern with unknowing government going on in their region. They are not concerned about the killing of their people in their region. They be talking about Lagos, talking about San Francisco, talking about Kaduna, talking about. I said, what kind of human being is this? They had, last as you said, last time they said all eyes on judiciary. Now they are primary for military coup. I said, what a pride, what a pride. No, everybody know the issue of military coup in Nigeria. We witnessed what happened during the Babangida regime, during the Abacha regime. We are all living witness of those people. How they suck our resources out of the country. Abacha regime is the most corrupted regime in the entire Nigeria history. And it was a military ruler. This one, we don't say it's perfect. It's not perfect, but it's better off than military coup. We can criticize, we can talk, we can shout, we can complain. In military coup, nobody talk. Nobody challenge. I remember during the Yagno regime. It was a tough regime. You don't dare throw litter on the floor. The man of war everywhere, everybody was screaming. And they always wanted to be, I don't know, how could minority tribe be the trouble in the country? Must it be only about Indigo? Is it only Indigo tribe in Nigeria? For goodness sake, we have about 300 tribes. Only your name are being littered on the Facebook or the internet. You are not ashamed. Everybody pouring their thought, their saliva on Indigo. Everybody talking on it, making money from Indigo. Whereas carnage is happening in Indigo land. And they don't see those things. They were alienating themselves on Nigeria project. They think they are doing good for themselves. They are destroying the future of Indigo. The community of Indigo, they are destroying them. Some service of people, for peanuts you are going to make today. You don't think about the future of the children yet of born in Indigo. You only think about now. You don't project the Indigo into a certain position to progress. We don't care what you just eat, what you do in your own regions. But believe you me, we Nigerians, we 300 tribes, will not allow Indigo to drag us back. You can pull your weapon, you can do all sorts of things. You can carry on your propaganda, your deceit, your manipulation. Believe you me, we are smarter than you. Every Nigerian have seen you. They are seen and shadow how wicked and selfish that Indigo have. I wonder what. When someone will be shouting Fulani is coming to Indigo, and Fulani is not Nigeria, go to Zamfara State, go to Kano State, go to Sokoto State. These are Fulani states. Go and see how many millions of Indigo living in Fulani State. Making money in Fulani State. They are not being disturbed. Go to Maiduguri, they were there. Fulani's land, they were not being disturbed. But Indigo was shouting. Fulani is coming to our territory. Are they not Nigeria? They can embrace you, you cannot embrace them. You are so selfish of tribe. That's one thing as what I wonder what wrong with intelligence among them. Well, we cannot call them to order. You are destroying Indigo. They think they are doing good. We are not going to beat it by abusing, by insulting, by providing negative things to Nigeria. Cannot let you be president of Nigeria. You cannot bully us. You cannot intimidate us to your throne, to your own formation. Democracy is free will. Everybody is free, absolutely free to support any side of the want to support. You
cannot intimidate people to your own submission. You cannot force people to go with you. You don't hold anybody. Everybody is free, including Indigo. Indigo are free as a citizen of Nigeria. But for you to be intimidating people, to be bullying people, to be abusing people, for us to submit to your own will, it will never happen. It will never ever happen. I think the best bet for Indigo is to focus on their platform they are focusing on. Because they don't love Nigeria. They hate us with a passion. Any small thing, anybody does. See the way you are talking about this man looking in Abuja. You don't see good thing that man is doing. Any move that man makes, they will come out and continue. They can criticize, but not to be so negative. There's no one of them that say anything positive of Wiki. The only bully that man, must he be blind? Must he be only negative? We need to change your suit. You need to change your suit. People are watching you. Even the Western world are watching you. It's not in Nigeria watching Indigo. Everybody are watching you. They've seen your shadows, your character, your behavior. We are Kanuri in Nigeria. We are all kind of tribe in Nigeria. Must it be only about Indigo that they will be talking about on Facebook? Must it be only about your tribe? Must it be only you that must be bullying people? Must be cursing people? Is it by cursing people you'll be president of Nigeria? It's by working in partnership with other tribes in patriotic spirit. This man is doing a good job in promoting his country, in protecting the country. You will come to his platform to come and swear on him. Does he invite you? Does he invite you to his platform? If there are any platform going up on Facebook, you can swear more to those platforms if you are not happy. But you come down here and come and put your negative mindset on this man. He doesn't invite you. It's not by force.
We are waiting for them, sir.
He doesn't pay your data for you to come and worship. You can move back yourself to platform. There are many platforms going on right now.
Plenty now.
Yes, you can go and watch them there. So you come down here and come and run your dirty, useless mouth, the negative mindset, the poisonous mindset on Nigeria. This platform is a Nigeria platform. If you don't know, it promotes Nigeria. It sends Nigeria. It projects Nigeria. It's not projecting platform. It's not projecting any tribe. It's only for Nigeria, for unity of progress of Nigeria. So if you are not interested, can you remove yourself? And once I'm talking now, all the people are causing me. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. It's not no use. We know you. So you cannot remove yourself from this platform and go to platform and leave all those things. Go and look at the drama thing you are doing there. We want good fucking for Nigeria. Nigeria will not go to war. We are not going to no problem with said Nigeria. You can be ranting, you can do anything, but believe me, the God is with Nigeria. We nobody say election is perfect. No election in the world is perfect. Not even in America. And they don't do all sorts of useless things. Even in Britain, no election is perfect. Everybody move on. But these people, they are dangerous people. And keep on saying it. Until we go back to regional government, these people will not let us go. They will be disturbing us. They'll be crying and be sleeping like a little baby. I don't know what, nothing you do that please them. Nothing. They must condemn it. They must condemn it. We can't be going on like this. I wish Indigo well. I wish the son of Indigo be healed. All the blood that be shed by Indigo against Indigo, I wish that God will have mercy of Indigo. I wish the progress, economic development of Indigo. I wish that the life of Indigo be secured. I wish prosperity come, blessing come upon Indigo. I wish them good. But if they don't wish us good, if they are wishing us evil, the evil will definitely come back to them. I wish you well. My brother, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. I salute you. Thank you for your contribution. Okay. The line is open if you want to call, if you want to contribute. We are aware that The president has given some security agencies a deadline to go after defaulters of some money like that, that was given. So the president has asked the agencies to recover the loan and all of that, which means that the president is working. I salute you.
I greet you specially.
I salute you.
I
Yes,
greet you presidentially. I greet you in a city for way.
I salute you. You're welcome.
I want to thank you very much. I want to thank you for keeping up the momentum. Sometimes I even wonder where you they get this energy from.
Ah,
I want to start off by, addressing some of these quite uninformed, it's quite unfortunate. I heard you say something about your primary school teacher or secondary school teacher.
yes, yes.
You are amazed with the kind of thing he was churning out. It's very, very amazing. That's young, even old people. Let's pardon the younger generation probably that didn't see anything about the military regime. But it's quite unfortunate this happening and condemning to hear that someone who is above 35 is calling for military intervention. Meanwhile, if they had done their fundamentals of government in secondary school, they would have known that the first thing the military does when they take over is to suspend the constitution. Now, let me ask them, if the constitution is suspended, on what ground will you now agitate that Nnamdi Kanu rights has been trampled on in court? That Nnamdi Kanu should be released? That you want referendum that is not even in the constitution? So you see how naive these people are. And let me be very blunt here. Let me be very blunt. I would say to a great extent, people from the South and Southeast are not much in the military compared to the number of people in the military from the North and the West. So if the coup happen, who will it favor? Is it still not going to favor the same South and West? Sorry, North and West.
Okay.
Because they are Funani, they are shouting in Southeast. Then the military will then give them a military administrator that is a Funani man to be their governor. What would they do? They can't say anything. So you see how these people are shooting themselves on their foot by themselves. So I just don't understand how people reason. I don't understand. It's just quite this thing. Now the last speaker talked about the fact that we should, if regional government come and this thing. I want to state categorically that even if we return back to the regional government, the South East will be worse off than ever because as we speak, an Anambra man don't want to have any strong dealing with an Igbo statesman.
Mm-hmm.
Then an Anambra man and an Imo State man sees a Ebonyi man as a slave. And it's rooted there. So at what time will they start mending these fences? So what I want to say is, just like the last caller said, the democracy we have is not the best. It's not at its best. It's not at its optimum. But it's best. It's better than the military regime because they said the worst civilian democratic regime is better than the best military regime. Abacha died how many years back? Virtually every year they are returning loot. Abacha loot. They are returning Abacha loot. Nobody questioned all them all through that period. In fact, I don't know if you actually watched Brekete Family the day Major Hamza Mustafa came on Brekete Family. The kind of expose he gave about some kind of mineral resources that was in the north, that some expatriates came then to exploit. German expatriates came to exploit them. And they asked him more questions. He said he wouldn't answer because those things were done in private. He was actually mandated. Do you know how many of our minerals that was carried out of the country within that period that worth into billions? There's this pedestrian saying from the this I call it pedestrian because it's not really confirmed. You know that the wife of Abacha told Dangote that in this life that she can never be as poor, even if they take everything, that she can't be as poor as Dangote. So that is to tell you the measurement, the depth of the corruption within the military rank. And let's also ask ourselves, if the military was a better solution, why were they having coup after coup, you know, cooling themselves?
Exactly.
So it is not a solution. Just like you said here, I want to retrace that. The only thing we are supposed to do is to demand accountability. We need to demand accountability from, you know, the eyes has been too much on the federal government. Let's come back on the states and the local governments. Or let's focus more on the state because the states have a way of, you know, holding the local governments at ransom. So let's start from the local the states. What are the governors doing? $25 billion have been earmarked so far. 2 billion has been released to every state. I think they gave a reason why they didn't push out the whole 5 billion because it's going to cause inflation. So that's why they are releasing it bit by bit. So those 2 billion, I have seen Niger states what they have done with their own different 2 billion. I have seen some couple of states. What is happening to other states? What are they doing? Who is asking? Are we asking them questions? Or we're just interested in this Obi that is coming that will, I don't know when he will reach where he's going to. None of these people are asking any question. They don't want to hold their governors accountable. They refuse to understand that we run the 3 tiers of government, the federal, state, and local government. The federal has done its part. What are the states doing? So this is my, I just, sometimes this bitterness, this hate in the heart of some of these obedience, it will drive them to self-destruction if they don't take time. We don't have any other country than Nigeria. And in case they don't know, look, no Biafra is coming anywhere. Anywhere. They know it. So all they wanted to do was intimidate the rest of Nigerians. You know, I've heard them talk about the fact that that we will show them that nobody jokes with us. Nobody jokes with us. I have heard them literally say that. You want to intimidate the Nigerian states? Just a try. That one state in the north, Kano to be precise, is almost bigger than the southeast entirely. So I want to use this opportunity. There's something you said.
Go ahead. Sorry, we can't hear you.
I will not because yeah, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
I will not because I am supporting Asiwaju, the president, and I want to keep news when bad things are going on. Just like when they talked about disbursement of the 8,000 naira to various houses, I condemned it personally. I condemned it. I said this is a wrong step, a wrong advice, a wrong direction. So what we are supposed to do is let's all have a constructive criticism towards the government so that they will do the right thing. Now, disobedience, rather than focus on their governors, they are not saying, Abia State governor has laid off 10,000 civil servants. They are not saying anything about it. they are not saying anything about it. As far as it happened in the East, it's best. It's what's not to be talked about. So I don't understand. Now, they have even forgotten sometimes. If you notice now, they have started allowing the president a little bit now. Now, Wike is their new hand attack.
They are going for
Wike
weekend.
want to demolish the house in Abuja.
Yes.
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 Wike wants to demolish a house in Abuja, and meanwhile you are in Anambra, one corner in Anambra, you are saying, complaining and complaining. You don't know the fact of the case, but you're there shouting, condemning, abusing, insulting.
They say
that is what they know.
I saw one of their posts. They say, Wike in trouble as the landlords in Abuja is taking him to court. Remember how the residents of Abuja, what they did last time? They say they don't want Tinubu. Is that not what they said? They say they don't want Tinubu, that they didn't vote for Tinubu.
They are even have they heard, have they been following things up? Have they seen the communique from the indigenous people of FCT, how they are praising Mr. President? They say for the first time, Mr. President marked about 500 and something billion naira for resettlement of the new projects of the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport. They were like, they have now seen it in this form before. So that's what we're talking about. But these people are blind to anything good as far as this is Nigeria. Meanwhile, they are one of the biggest beneficiaries of this country called Nigeria. Because if now, I have a lot to say, but I wouldn't want to take much of your time. Because sometimes this guy just gets me annoyed. I'll be like, where are these people reasoning from? Yeah? They used to call outside people cow. But it's obvious now that they are not behaving worse than even the cow itself.
It's finished.
I want to thank you. I think truly, every day I listen to your broadcast, I will understand that truly you know these people very well. You understand them.
It's finished.
Very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution. I salute you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, we have seen lots of development already. Ebere Henry Seku is never the solution to the Nigeria problem. This is anti-Southeasterners channel. Anti-Southeasterners channel. I salute you. I salute you. They have given name to my page. Hey, they say Southeasterners channel anti.
Don't mind them. You are the great one, honestly. Like I always call to thank you anytime I hear you online. Because you've actually opened, thank you. You've actually opened the eyes of our people, and there is more awareness through your channel, not just for the Southwest, even the South and the North. Everybody is now aware. We are all speaking in one voice.
Yes.
Understanding where we are, and it's as a result of your work that you single-handedly did, without any backup of anybody, but you did on your own. You are a patriotic Nigerian, and God will continue to bless you and bless your generation to come.
Thank you.
And anyone that curses you will get double of that curse to himself and his family.
Amen.
But as for you, it shall be blessing upon blessing, blessing upon blessing for you.
Thank you.
Now, to the topic at hand. I've seen so many things that these people are doing. There was a live I was on this week, and an Igbo guy came and said, all these people that are actually calling for military to take over, that most of them are doing it because their candidate is not the president.
Mm-hmm.
So after the guy said it, another Igbo guy came up. He said, no, I want to correct that. It's not possible. How can you say that it's wrong? It's wrong. And I was like, what is your business? The guy that is talking knows what he's saying. And we have all the evidence of this from all the platform that we have listened to or we have interacted with. So they keep on pushing a propaganda about the government, trying to destroy. Do you know that sometimes when we make propaganda, it affects our currency as well. It affects our image. It affects our position in the world. You said you are looking for investors to come into the country, but you are chasing them away by spewing things that are not true and calling it the truth. So this has been the madness that these people have been putting in place and lying every time. That we have a channel with you that you always debunk their propagandas.
Big time.
You always you expose them to the world. So they get angry. They've tried every means. Fight your channel, do whatever, thinking that you give up or you continue. They see this one, you are now unavailable. So there is nothing they can do. We have a government, Mr. Simba. Look at where we are coming from. We are coming from a position where a central bank went and borrowed money without the consent of the legislative. We are coming from a position where our foreign exchange was bastardized. You know, they were making business with our foreign exchange, causing the naira to crash anyhow. So far, they are making their money. We are coming from a position where a central bank governor was just buying cars and giving his friends money. Not being a patriot, not thinking about the benefit of the country. We are coming from a position whereby governors will be doing something else, president will be doing something else. We are coming from a position where people are not held accountable. Everybody is just doing his own thing, and tomorrow you blame the president for everything. Even if your dog is not barking, it's Tinubu. If your wife doesn't fall pregnant, it is Tinubu. That has been the mindset of these people. And this is just very interesting. Look at Akwa Ibom. During the time of our uncommon
Godswill Akpabio, yes.
I looked at Akwa Ibom. I saw the way it looked so neat. If they are talking about the neatest state in Nigeria, Akwa Ibom would be named one of it. Why? Because somebody thought something out of the box. He's not waiting for federal government to say, okay, go and meet your state. He decided to do something that he can do. Other states are there. When we talk about Akwa Ibom, we look at Anambra. Anambra was named the dirtiest city in Africa. In Africa, not in Nigeria, in Africa, the whole of Africa.
Did you say was? It's still dirty.
Good. Somebody did not do something, and now the same person that did not do anything, you are now saying is the best president, is the best. I'm asking, what has he done that makes him the best? The person that lied to us every time he opens his mouth, he told us that, oh no, I don't have any property outside of Nigeria. And in another interview, he said, no, I only have one property in
the UK. Yeah, that's how it is.
The same man that tells us, no, he only has one shoe. The cost of governance. Go. I don't use private jet. We saw him in a private jet. Oh no, that's one they gave me. The same man that says he only eat one yam. He made so much, too many lies. Too many lies. And he will tell you to go and verify. Because that has been the trust procedures in the Southeast. When you lie to them, they will like you. When you say everything I like, they will like you. They are not going to verify, they will take what is. And then when you ask most of his followers, This guy says go and verify. When they say lie, they say no. Obi don't talk. I'm not true. Obi say he no do this thing. He no chop money, so he's not a thief. Okay, that is their mindset. That cannot be imposed on Nigeria. The reason why we're actually advocating for this regional system, and I think resource control, it is important that if each state can control 80% of their resources in terms of the money they are making, you understand? All those states that are going on Monday leave, they will know that that Monday leave they are going is going to affect the revenue of their state, not Nigeria. And Nigeria is not going to give them the money because most of the states we are seeing, they are just folding their arms, waiting for other states to work hard for them and then get money from doing absolutely nothing. That's why they are being given this fat allocation. They still are not doing anything with it because it is free money. They never worked for it. So all they do is to embezzle the money and complain that they are not giving us juicy position. Oh no, the money they are giving us is not enough. Oh no, our population is too small. Oh no, we want to demand for more ministerial slots without contributing a dime to the government. You want ministerial slot. They want more ministerial slot. That has been the mindset until we start saying that fine. If Akwa Ibom is generating maybe $20 billion and Akwa Ibom is enjoying 80% of their money, right? Akwa Ibom will be more developed because they worked for it.
Yes.
Every state in Nigeria will now will be forced to start working for their own money.
Yes.
If you want to go on holiday, you know that okay, it is you and your people that will suffer it. It is not Nigeria. Yeah? So that will encourage states to start working hard and be creative with their economy. Because this time around, people are just lazing around.
Yes.
You see, people now they gave them money, like the other caller said. Every state got certain amount to be as the government released. What have they done with it?
Nothing.
Nobody is saying anything. You keep on sitting there, hey, everything is bad. Your brother created this bad economy that we are seeing. They created it. And the same person that created it, the government is dealing with it. Somebody is saying they must release it. The court said they must release. These are the people that we are dealing with because they do not understand governance. They do not understand management. All they want is to make business and chop money.
Exactly.
That is what they do. Yeah? So, Mr. Esima, thank you so much because you have been a voice that cannot be silenced. They have tried. They have failed.
Big time.
Because you are the fire from Akwa Ibom that is burning all these charlatans, all these bingos. You are burning them seriously. You are like the hellfire that they have on earth that is punishing them. You are the big, great punisher that is whipping them every day. And they will abuse you because there is nothing they can do.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Are you,
Sima.
before you go, please, just one question. Are you aware of the new development, the construction of, is it the road or rail linking Abuja to Lagos?
Yes. I'm very much aware.
Is this going to be like a rail line or railway or what?
I think it's going to be the railway, and that will actually help with the movement of goods. And also, there's a lot of things happening.
Yes.
I was listening to David Umar here. He was talking about how they are going to construct like a fast lane between Lagos and Abuja.
It's going to take like 4 hours. Yes.
So look at the creativity. If you listen to that guy, he says the way we've been doing our roads are not good. We are not using the latest technology. Because when we do road, we need to take into consideration the weather, the rain, and what have you. So, what type of road will be better for us in Nigeria? In South Africa, where I am, like they have good roads, we'd say, but their roads is done according to the type of weather they have. As soon as the rain starts falling heavily, you will see the road getting spoiled quickly. So the technology we need in Nigeria is different. We need more of the concrete road, which is the same type of road that he did in Ebonyi State. And he said those technology is much better. It will make the road to last for 50 years without maintenance. So what do we need? We need something that will last longer. Because if we do something that will last for a short time, we'll keep on spending money for it every year, every 2 years or whatever. So these are the innovations that David Umahi is bringing. When you listen to Wiki, he's also bringing his own innovation. How he's going to make Abuja a golden state. It is the same set of people spreading propaganda. I was watching a video where, the people from the same region, they were talking to the outside, saying, Wiki is coming, trying to create that hate so that they can fight against Wiki. What has Wiki said? He spoke the truth. If you build your house in the wrong place, he will demolish it. That is the thing that we need to do if we want a better country. Everybody claims to want a better country, but they want a better country in their own perspective. To them, Obi is what will make a better country. No, Obi is not. He's a social media president to the Southeasterner, not Nigerian president. So, and it can never be Nigerian president.
It's a dead. It's dead. It's gone.
It's a dead discussion. You are not supposed. They say it's coming. It's coming to where? It's coming to Anambra. He should rather go back and be a new governor in Anambra and develop Anambra, or help them keep their money like he said he always did. He will take their money and keep it for them as if they are babies.
Yes.
And then they will ask him, okay, you need sugar. Then he will tell them, okay, but I gave you sugar yesterday. Why do you want sugar? Can't you eat bread only and go and sleep? Because you are trying to save money here. That is what they want. They want somebody that will be whipping it. Like for the people calling for military, they keep on calling for things they don't know. Do you know that it was the military that brought us to where we are now?
Yes, now. It was the military now, and it was mainly from the people from the southeast, Ojugu them and all of that. Yes. They connive and destroy what was working in the country.
We have a system of government that was perfect for everybody. Each region experienced their own development by themselves. You came, you changed it. You said you want to collapse it. You went for the system that we are in now. Now, fast forward to today, you are complaining that the system is not good. Forgetting that you brought it. And now you are calling for coup because coup is happening in other areas. You want coup here. It will never happen. Even in your prayers, that prayer is not answered. It is cancelled. It is null and void by God. Because there is no coup happening in Nigeria. We know what is happening now. We are following the uncommon president. We are following the uncommon ministers. We are following the uncommon Insema. That is dishing out the truth. We are following everything uncommon because it has never happened before.
Exactly.
We are going to see a Nigeria of our dream this time around. And the enemies that is trying to bring us down will be put to permanent shame. Thank you, Mr. Insema.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you very much for your contribution. I so much appreciate that. Let's give our brother from Borno State some conversation. I think to speak. Of course, we're going to end this program very soon. Hello, I salute you.
Good evening, Mr. Siwa.
I salute you. How is
How are you?
Borano this evening? Go ahead.
We are fine, so we are fine. Mr. Sima, I just now to greet you and the City Boy Movement people, all of these people, I listing all of them.
Yes.
They have said everything. I'm just praying for this paging and this City Boy Movement and unity and all everybody in this building.
Yes.
So, Mr. Zima, that I didn't hear any topic in order to.
Oh, we just came. We did not hear what we were saying. Okay, that's fine. I've done like almost 2 hours, which I will rest. You know, it's weekend. Usually, I don't even come on weekends. So. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah. That's,
The city boy say we should enjoy. We should enjoy this moment. Okay, let me ask you a question. How will you rate the city boy government so far? His policies, ministers. What do you think? Just say what you think about what so far what the president have done so far. What do you think is on the right direction? Do you think yeah?
definitely, it's very fantastic.
Correct.
But there is some things that I want to disappointed to do.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, want him to arrest foreign ministers of Buhari or those people they do a lot.
Those
You know,
ministers.
yes, ministers of Buhari go to bring loan every year, every budget loan. Then the ministers have never do anything, any tangible good at only one or two completed projects. We didn't see completed project in 8 years.
Wow.
We want the president to investigate those foreign ministers.
Correct.
Because now our eyes has opened. Our eyes has opened. And then governors also, our governors that they received
The money for the palliatives. Yes.
from Buhari, bail out, Paris club money, 7 billion, 8 billion, 20 billion. Buhari have given them a lot. But those governors time Nigeria, this is the only this time that City Boy said they want it to ground running, they do continue running, and we just see the starting point. This government, Nigeria now is back, like City Boy said.
Nigeria is back on track.
City Boy is not a poor man. He's a rich man. He don't need any government money or any government money. But we want him to investigate the former ministers, especially power and those ministers are Attorney General. They go to build school, private school. They enjoy themselves. They don't do anything for us. Right.
So they took all our money for themselves.
Yeah. Over 80% of our resources, over 80% of our money, they just looked at. 8 years ministers. So Mr. Nsima, you also look into this issue. Even the city boy said we don't want to blame for our past governors. Yes, this is good, but I don't want to leave these ministers to go.
I believe at the right time the city boy will do what is necessary. You know that is why. Okay, earlier on before you came in, we were talking about President Tinubu's policies and systems and reforms. That is what we are saying. We need the right system, reforms, and yes, policies in place that will prevent all these things from happening. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Because this is very, very important. Just like you are saying, if if the president go after the ministers that have committed one or two crimes or that have taken the money or whatever, and there's no policy in place that will stop it from happening, do you think it will still happen? It's going to be just a waste of time. So for me, I like what the city boy is doing. Let me tell you, for example, I live in the UK or America, anywhere you live, for that's a country that is developed. It doesn't matter how long the crime have been committed. When the federal government is ready, when the government is ready to investigate that crime, they will bring all the crime that you have committed so far. Just like what is happening today, we are still enjoying Abacha money. Is it not the same thing? So when it's time, when the federal government is ready to investigate all the crimes that have taken place for a long time, they will do it, including Obi. Obi will pay for all the things he did. You think that he has gone free? Obi will pay for all the monies he collected, all these things. These people, they have kept us in this problem for a very long time. And we need the right system to be put in place to stop it from happening first. Then, see, there is a ministry that is supposed to do its job. It's not really the president. I mean, if they will bring whatever they have to the president, are you getting me now? To maybe look at it or approve or yeah. So there's a ministry that will do their job. These ministries are there. It's not just the president. We always made a mistake to always think that the president is the only one to do everything. No, there are different bodies, ministries that have been assigned to do their job. If all of them do their job, this job will be so easy for us. Just today, we are blaming the governors for not doing what they are supposed to do. My brother from Borno, you are very lucky to have a governor in Borno State that is sharing everything for you people. I don't know. Do you know of anybody that has benefited from the palliative? We learned that your governor is sharing. Is that correct? Or is that a media propaganda?
My words is we have 24 polling units.
Yes.
2,000 bags of rice have shared in my ward.
In your ward, though? Wow.
Yes, exactly. There are some wards that only 12 polling units. There is some ward that 20 polling units. There are so many wards. Every ward have received 2,000 bags of rice, 50 kg, and this and this exactly.
Wow.
Yes.
So in that part of the country, do they feel that Nigeria is not working? Please, what do you have to say?
Yes, I think let those opposition parties are shouting. We see the things are working. Things are working. Just our people don't have patience. We have to give this man two good years. Good 2 years. Good 2 years. Our refineries and our this thing. I'm not going to say it.
Which one?
Yes, our refinery. When our refineries start working, even the liter of oils, my perception is liter of oils definitely come to 100 naira or less than 100 naira, because if we start refining our oils inside our country, then the price definitely come down. But we have to give time, 2 years to this man. Yes. Exactly, my governor has been applied. He has doing well. I appreciate much more to my governor. Exactly. He has shared a lot. Even yet tomorrow, they are going to another local government to start sharing foods. They are going to another local government. Every day my governor is going around the states.
Wow.
I appreciate my governor. Exactly. We must appreciate to our governor, and we must appreciate to our president. That is, he is the one who that took this chance to my governor to work for me.
Wow.
Let me tell you, my governor is not saying sharing food only. He's doing work. He's building bridge. In past 2 years back, we have built our And the same thing now, he has made flyover. In 5 years, he has built 2 flyover. And many bypass, many roads. Oh,
Wow.
God bless my governor.
God bless you. God bless it, Governor Zolum, right? What is the security situation?
We thank God. We thank God. There is no any now Boko Haram. You can go from one local government to another local government. There is not any attack of Boko Haram in these days. Even if this, I can say what good here you can't share attack one attack from Boko Haram, or all this problem has started solving gradually. Our IDP camps they come back to their home. They start doing their business small, gradually. And my state, we thank God. Just we thank God.
Wow.
Just, I can say we thank God.
This is good news. Thank you very much, brother, for calling. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate your call.
Thank you, Mr. Sima. Good night.
Good night. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow. That was a wonderful contribution from our brother from Borno State. We know that the governor in Borno State is one of the governors that is making sure that the people have access to the palliative that the federal government has provided. Yes, I salute you. I salute you. Huh?
I say, how today?
Today, the title, I'm supposed to be enjoying myself. Oh, I'm here now talking. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. About Tinubu administration, how far has it come? You see the thing happen. Tinubu don as the president, he has tried. I think it's 3 months now. Right?
I don't know. You can do the calculation. Go ahead.
Okay. So let's just use it as 3 months. I think he has done well because now he has selected his minister. Right from day one, that he makes some policy. Those policy cannot work without the ministers. So he just makes the policy, and then now the minister has we can look on social media. Some ministers already started their work. And Tinubu is not my kind of person that we see someone that is not working. He's not afraid to sack anybody. So now we have to give those ministers time, like let's say from now Tinubu administration, we have to give him from at least a year. Let's start from a year now. We see what is going on. Because what I see now is that they've already made their policy. They already have the ministers. Now the ministers will start work. And then we see what is going to happen, which I believe that everything will be fine. About those people, those ministers of Buhari or whatever, you see, this time around, those people, those ministers, their case is very thin. That is not what Nigeria needs now. We don't need to pursue it to be running around, running after ministers now. What is affecting the poor people is more than them. Now we know they have already done their own. They've already embezzled the money. They've already turned Nigeria upside down. But right now, we want to turn it right. So those people that embezzle money or they do not embezzle money, we will fight their case. Even in Europe, in Europe or Western world, if there's corruption case, when they will open the person file like this, maybe in 10 years time, in 7 years time, then you will hear that the person don't chop money for one. I saw one who is in Germany here one time ago. He's 97 years old man. I said 97 years old man. He was working with train, maybe train for I don't know. When they brought up his case, this 97 years old man, they sentenced him to 10 years imprisonment.
Hmm.
with what 97 years old. But this what I'm talking about has happened 20 years ago. 20 years ago, when the man is still inactive. But when the case, when they review later, maybe when things are going on, they are reviewing things from one thing to another. You know, this will go, they don't forget it, it's in record. So maybe when they plus one to two, they see that $1, €1 has missed somewhere, and they trace it, they've been tracing it for a very long time.
Yes.
Later they get to the root. When they get to the root, they bring the man to court. Maybe they did the case for over a year, and later they sentence the man to 20 years imprisonment. So this is what you see what Tinubu said the other day. He said, let's move forward, don't let's look backward. It's not that we not look backward at all, but we need the forward right now. We need to fight what is in our front right now. We need the economy to be adjusted. So that is because when you are looking backward, you know how many years you are going to finish a case of corruption. You will hear that the minister is in hospital, the minister cannot work, the minister is on wheelchair, this one is on this thing. That is what will be. No, let's face front. As Tinubu is going from, let us follow him like that. Which I know that everything will be perfect because right now there's social media. If those ministers don't do well, people will talk.
Yeah, but it's not only the ministers, the governors, and everybody.
Yeah, you see the governors. About the governors, you see about the governors. There's some governors. You see what I see like this Borno governor now. We at least I'm not in Nigeria, but we see on news, not on this other social bloggers that they normally manipulate. At least in Chinese news, we saw China's TVC news. We saw how the man is working, and sometimes when I watch some news that they will have three people analyzing what some governor did, I saw they talk about the governor very well. And I think another governor, which is there's some governor had to their salary, all those things, but what I can't say about so many governors, because it's not every time I sit down with the news to hear, but I know about that for no, and I know about some. But what we are going to do now is that we have to focus on our governors, not the presidents. The president has already done that. Let's focus on our governors. All these governors that they don't do well. Because my problem now is that, you see, let me talk about the one I know, which is my own Lagos State governor. Now, Lagos State governor now, many of these Southeast people, they will not talk about their own state governor. And there's a lot of things, things are not moving fine there. But I don't know why they don't want to know about what is going on.
They cannot talk about their own because they don't live in the state. They live in Lagos. What are you talking about?
They live in Lagos, but after Christmas now or New Year, they will go to their village. They say, I want to go and flash money. I want to
see, let me tell you. That is why I say we are not having a system that is working. It is the state governor that will design a system that will suit the state. Simple as that. I don't know what else you want. This is how it's supposed. It will not stop. People have to migrate to where there is a greater development, where they can make their ends meet. That is what it means. That is what it means. Where there is progress, they will go there to hustle. That's it, and they go back home. It's like that. Most of us we hustle abroad, is it not? We hustle abroad. We live in the UK, we live in US. We are making money. And somebody made a comment that is so funny that Nigerians are hustling abroad, they're building homes abroad, while people at home are selling homes abroad, at home to come to abroad. You see, so that's how it is. You will go to where there is where you can hustle, do the hustling. You do the hustling and then you send it home. It's the same. So they come to Lagos to do their hustling and they send it to Anambra, or during December they go to Anambra and then come back again. So it's very obvious that there's nothing working there, and they can't. Since they spend most of their life in Lagos, they're going to be blaming the government where they are enjoying from, and that is what we have been saying. They collect allocation, they don't use their own, they still come and enjoy and participate in our own. I don't know if you understand me. So this is where we are calling on the president to resolve this issue, because this is actually the main problem. This is actually the main problem. So please, you have 2 minutes to conclude so that I can move, because I need to close this broadcast. Yeah.
You see, if other governors of other states are putting more effort on their development, they are doing development, the pressure will not be on other states. The pressure on all the states, they have maybe they develop, like let's say they make some project that will benefit other states, like I don't know, they should make it so that pressure will not be on other states, that everybody will be running out of their state to other state to this to that. At least I won't say people move from other state to another state, but they will not be moving in hundreds every time, in hundreds. So we are about the Tinubu administration, I think it's going better, it's going fine. Because right now, nobody can judge anything. Even if anybody, even if it's not President Tinubu that is the president, anybody that is the president, this is what he's going to face. Once you remove the fuel subsidy, you can't expect magic. We have to have patience.
All right.
Magic cannot happen. That is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I salute you. Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello, Tina.
Yes. I salute you.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Austin Francis.
You're welcome.
I'm grateful to get this day. That's to what you were saying about the president performance. The truth is that he has started very, very well by laying foundation. You cannot do anything without a good foundation, and that's the started. I would appreciate you for that. Let's not look all those distractors who are trying to distract him or distract Nigeria from what he's doing. Like I was trying to chat with you privately today on WhatsApp when I was telling you about I've not been for quite some time. It was terrible today on Facebook. You know the video that he made some time ago telling us if you go to school, you have to show your classmates, you have to do that and all that. And I asked myself, when the president speak, you know that is a man that has gone through the whole war of education of school. And when the big speak, well, there's no substance in what he's saying. He's going to come and join. He puts your question to answer your question. I mean, there's nothing he's saying rubbish. You need to tell him about China and all that and all that. But the people who tell it will be asked. Talking about school, because today you're telling people that I didn't have to leave my work without chatting. I just get out of me, but I was going to accept it. Now, something won't cost me that Obi did while he was a governor in Anambra State. Look, this guy won't tell you. Don't you want to make sense? Oh, he put money now. He didn't put the money. I said, look, that thing are wrong. So you understand now. If the people who are listening will tell you, every part of US right now is that if they are reconstructing US, they are constructing everywhere. If I have a vision, we don't have money and give the money back. So only thing is that he won't have this. Even if someone is not going to say he's saved, how did he save the money? He saved the money in his private business. Which, of course, in the day, he was able to make
we can't hear you very well, sir. We can't hear you. Your network is disturbing, really. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry there. Okay. Like I was saying, let's say he saved the money. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, just go ahead.
So when you look at it, I have to say the very good, if I have a job to do and I have money in my account and it was actually to do the work, you know, I'm not doing anything. I did nothing. So when you look at it, Mr. Obi, or whatever they call himself, the truth is that they don't know well for Nigerians. You will stop support. I had a friend who bought them in River State for that before we came down to America. You know, yesterday, this guy was telling me he was introduce me to obedient forum as barista. I'm just with who is going to do it. Is it go down. And that's the way that's with the president. Yeah, we are going to the president to become a general president. We just want people that they want to support him. Yes. And they are going to take from every take over for crying out loud. Why are you doing this? Because you feel with the person who needs to be there, you know there. But they get to tell me that the truth is that I'm not trying to practice the way people, but I think this IQB point, you know, I thought they were trying to agree with the Peter B. You know, people don't need someone to put Nigeria up to make Nigeria up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we try as much as possible to hear you, but your network is kind of fluctuating. But that is
I'm
fine.
actually driving.
Yeah, no, I understand. I discovered that you're driving. Yeah, so yes, I mean, for these people, they have failed big time. We now know that they have failed. I mean, they know that they have failed, so we don't even care what they say anymore. We are only, talking about the success of the president.
This is the scenario. I grew up in Texas town. We know Texas, you want me to Lagos, Mr. Sima. Oh, right now you go to Texas, Texas will start up itself. Why? Because all of this island they get them to Texas. Texas will become part of itself. No matter that power. Texas or Joe,
All right. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. That was a wonderful contribution as well. I know that the network did not allow us to hear very well. Hey, yeah, I'm aware of their conversation, but it's not making sense. We'll keep on talking about the city boy. There are lots of things we have been hearing here. The city boy have been doing, lots of things, loads of them, loads of them. We'll talk about it in general, hopefully, as time permits us. But you see, the city boy have defeated all defeatables. It's very, very clear now that they have nothing to offer. They only know how to run their propaganda. Guys, I have to go because it's weekend. I need to relax and do one or two things. I missed some things, as I was here. But I just needed to come live because some people feel like maybe something is wrong with me, or I don't know. There's nothing wrong with me, guys. I only come live when I feel it's necessary. And if we have important information, guys. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. We want the president to focus on the systems and the policies that is going to bring the country back on track, of course, just like the president has promised, and to continue, um, to do what is necessary for us to move forward, especially the governors that are not doing um their job. The governors that have been they are delaying in executing or implementing the policies of the government and to developing the state. How are we going to resolve that problem? How are we going to resolve that problem? Because that is one of the priorities, and we want that to be resolved. We want everything to be working in the country. We cannot have governors every month they are receiving allocation. What are they using it for? We are not seeing it. We are not seeing what they are using the money for. Is it only to pay salaries? And we don't understand. So we need a government that is going to make things to work. So that's my submission today, guys. We leave it there. Let us wait for people that have been running propaganda. They say Obi is coming now. They have changed it from Obi is coming to military, military, military. Now then go fail. And we are still here now. We'll remind them. That was how they told them that Biafra is coming in 250 days. It did not come. They told us that Biafra is coming in 2023. Now they are telling them they want to do conference. My brother, good luck. Oh. Anyways, I have to leave it here. Of course, you know my name. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. I'm from Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom ya ya. Abasiri onwoke ndufo. We will continue to pray for our president, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, to be strong and healthy. Wisdom, akonuchi. This is very, very important. Wisdom in his decisions, in his policies. And to choose the right people that is going to work with him, because he knows that without the right team, without the right people, he's not going to be successful. We are aware of some of the people. We don't know. I don't want to say that the people working with the president are trying to deceive him, because of course what happened recently with the ministers that the president appointed. Some of those people that have been fighting against him for a very long time. We know people that have been fighting against the president, but the president gave them some appointments. But thank God the president have listened to the concerns of some people, and then they have replaced them. That is so good. We have seen that some of the ambassadors have been recalled. That is a good news, because these ambassadors, we don't know what they are doing. Even most of Nigerians have been complaining of difficulties difficulties in trying to get their paper, is it passport renewal, all those, a lot of things. We don't understand what these ambassadors are doing. Do they have a portfolio of what they're supposed to do? Because we cannot be appointing, giving people position, paying people, and then they are not doing anything tangible. They just go and sit down and like that. They are not creating, building relationships. Environment and enabling environment for all of us to succeed. No, we need a government, we need a system that is going to make all of us to be success, and that is what we believe that the president is here to do. And he has said it, that Nigeria is back on track, and we can see that Nigeria is back on track, guys. So let's continue to pray for our president to be strong and healthy, because as long as our president is strong and healthy, working with the right people, with the right team, we are going to be successful. We also pray for all of us to be strong and healthy as well, so that we can enjoy this government, even to support the president with our own ideas, knowledge, skills, experiences, our opinion, to make sure that everything works out fine. That's our prayer, guys. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. I just want to say, stay blessed. May God bless you. May God bless our president. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, guys. Stay blessed until I come your way next time. Bye-bye for now, guys. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.